Everybody. Um, I wanted to show you something today. I'm going to film uh, to my computer a very wicked story coming out of Torrance, Alabama. It sits right outside of Birmingham, Alabama. Novilee 79, excuse me, Novilee Williams, 79-year-old African American female, um, had words with a young lady sitting in the chair in front of her. You see her right there. Uh, Frankly, Ms. or Mrs. Williams was speaking to a member of the council, not to this young lady sitting in front of her with the blue pants on, black jacket. But this girl kept interrupting her, making commentary about what she was complaining about. She was complaining about the mayor or some business. The point is, she wasn't speaking to this young lady. The lady turned around, kept saying things, and I think she made a gesture with her hand, and the older lady just lightly pushed the hand, like, get your hand away from me. And next thing you know, a day or so later, she's arrested for assault. And this stupid female filed misdemeanor charges against this lady. And then they've hyped it up to make it seem like she was disrupting the meeting. That's what's in the charge, I guess. She was physical contact with another person in a public place, just souped it up. And everybody involved should be ashamed, especially this heathen here. You should be ashamed of yourself for filing these charges against this lady because it wasn't that serious. The video shows that, and that's why I don't understand why there was a charge, because the video, it doesn't show the lady, pushing this younger woman or trying to fight her. They just souped up this charge, and all these people involved should be ashamed of themselves. Well, one of the council members by the name of Veronica Bandy Freeman says she is going to fight for Mrs. Williams, and she feels like there are rules for some and there are rules for others. Now, I don't really understand that commentary, if she's just saying that this situation didn't have to be exacerbated. I don't know if that's what she means. Or is she trying to say that the council and the government are favoring this girl because the older lady was talking bad about the mayor? You're entitled to your opinion. Let's get into this commentary. Thank you all so much for joining me. Once again, if you'd like to donate to this great network, $the Gadget129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are welcome during the live. I will be going on live shortly after this one to talk about Summer Wells and some more breaking news updates. Thank you for your time. Oh, Lordy, what a mess.
Why the man has been charged with it? Why he's picking at yes, ma'am, I said. Why he is being got his vendetta against the chief? What's the problem? I know he wanted the chief to lie on him, but what's going on? Seems like to me, excuse me, for corruption. You understand that word? I believe the mayor is being corrupt. Turn around, honey. I believe the mayor needs to be charged for something. For something. I mean, he is bringing charges against you all, the chief. Something got to be done with this man.
We talked about this in crime commission.
I mean,
what you need to do is you need to contact the state attorney general and try to get the state attorney general's office in the state of Alabama to come to Tarrant and investigate what is going on here. Until that happens, the state attorney general has got the power.
He's a corrupt. Do this. If we can't beat him one way, we'll beat him at the ballot box.
Uh-oh. Go ahead, Queen.
A couple more years for that happens.
I know, but he's going to turn around. He kind of ain't talking to you. Go. But you stop talking to him.
See? Meddlesome. Very meddlesome young lady.
Some guy you go with this man. And I'm a citizen of Tarrant, lady.
Tarrant. Go ahead, Mama.
I have the right to speak.
Yes, you do.
You are in the mayor's corner.
Amen.
I see that. And you, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the city council.
Uh-oh, go, Granny.
Just don't even entertain it. Just
It's right.
spoke your piece. So just leave it alone.
See, listen to her.
I don't
Ooh.
understand. I don't even understand. Here's the attorney. Is there anybody we can take him to court?
I just don't think this is before we have that. Obviously, you love to say what you will.
Look at her. She still want to say something.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I second that motion that we adjourn.
Now you see the officer asking her, I guess, for her name. So this seems like a conspiracy already, right there. She's showing her ID. Wow. Okay, everybody.
Happy day, having your way.
Sorry about that. Okay, this is just quite crazy to me. Sorry. Showing him my privateness here. Hold on. I'm trying to get this. Something about my mouth. She does not act right when I have the cord plugged in. I don't know what it is. Let's go back. Hold on a second, everybody. She does not like to act right with this cord's plugged in for some weird reason. The mouse. Let's see.
Corruption. You understand that word? I believe the mayor is being corrupt. Turn around, honey.
Excuse me.
I believe the mayor is in
Sorry.
charge for something. For something. I mean, he is bringing charges against you all, the chief. Something got to be done with this man.
We talked about this in crime commission.
I mean,
What you need to do is you need to contact the state attorney general and try to get the state attorney general's office in the state of Alabama to come to Tarrant to investigate what is going on here. Until that happens, the state attorney general has got the power.
He's a corrupt man. And we sit here letting him do this. If we can't beat him one way, we'll beat him at the ballot box.
You got a couple more years for that happens.
I know.
Well, he sounds awfully positive. Okay, so she pushed her arm away.
You stop talking to me. Honey, don't. Some gotta be done with this man.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there. Now I'm gonna give you my commentary. Sorry about the moving around. It's the only way I could show it, the video, because I couldn't, the live stream, I didn't want to do it from the live stream the other way through the StreamYard. Okay, so this is a town of 6,000 people, so that's not a lot of people. As you see, the city county room was not filled with a lot of people. You have a man sitting right there, Miss Novilee, and whoever that is with her. It's probably somebody that came with her. This female here. There's not even a lot of people in the room. Okay. This female, Shayla Myrick. Yeah, I'm putting you on blast, Shayla. Now you come for the queen with some charges. Since you like having elderly women arrested. This is why you always have to watch the video. And luckily this video is filmed in real time. Amen. The lady is trying to talk to the county member, the city council member, excuse me. She's not talking to anybody else in the room. So why is this young lady interrupting? That's where I have a problem. She's not talking to you. She let you know she wasn't talking to you. The old lady, threw her hand up like, how women do, black women do, throw their hands up like, child, go on, so I ain't talking to you. Okay, so then the girl kept interrupting, turning around. So then finally, the older lady pushes her arm It didn't seem like it was, a violent push or a shove. She didn't curse the girl out. At one point, the older lady stands up, and then one of the female council members tells her to just, ignore it. You said your piece. Don't worry about it. So then she sits down. Why in the world would the officer come over there getting her ID? That shows me you all were ready to bring forward charges even before this girl got up, I guess, to say something. I don't know. Because let me go back. When the meeting is adjourned, the black girl gets up. Yeah, I'm going to call you a girl because you act like a child. You got up. Did you say something to the officer? And that's why he came over there to Novilee. Did you say something to the officer, ma'am, Miss Myrick? And then he came over there to ask for her ID. She should have known what time of day it was when he asked for her ID. I believe she got arrested a day later. This is ridiculous to me because watching this in real time shows how petty people are. And this female gets this elderly lady a misdemeanor charge of assault, and then they soup it up on paperwork, making it seem like it was a damn throwdown match in the city-county meeting. But Veronica Bandy Freeman, who's one of the council members, says she's going to fight for Miss Williams. And as she said, there are rules for some and there are rules for others. So I don't know, as I said, if she's meaning that this should have never happened to her, or the people, the government were in cahoots with helping the girl file the charges. So maybe there is some corruption. Because after you watch this video, what else, how else can you word it? There's something going on in this town. And as the old lady told the young lady, Myrick, okay, I see you in the mayor's corner. You support the mayor, but rightfully so, nobody has a right to interrupt this lady because she wasn't belligerent. She wasn't screaming. She wasn't jumping out her seat. She didn't go run up there and say something to the council members. She didn't threaten any of them. It's obvious don't nobody care nothing about what the hell going on in your town. You didn't even have nobody in the damn council. I mean, you ain't got but 6,000 damn citizens, and you ain't got but what, 4 or 5 people in there listening to the information. She had every right. So one of the people that's on the council tells the old lady where she needs to go to file a petition or whatever against the mayor for corruption. But the point is, nobody has any right to say anything to her while she is speaking because it's rude. And it's just like the lady in the blue and black, Miss Myrick. If you were giving your opinion before the council, you wouldn't have wanted that elderly lady jumping up saying anything, and you wouldn't have wanted somebody else in the meeting to say anything. I believe she works with these people in the city government. This Myrick lady, this Shayla Myrick. Yeah, Queen is putting you on blast. Shayla Myrick. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And anybody that helped aid this warrant, you ought to be ashamed of yourself because you stood right there and you saw all the woman did was put your hand away. That's all she did. It wasn't a violent push. You telling that lady, oh, don't put your hands on me. Well, first of all, why you kept turning around saying stuff while she was speaking? That was her right to speak. You had no right to interrupt. You had no right to question her. Because it's a public forum. It's offered to the public so people can voice their opinions and their concerns about the government, the town they're in. You had no right interfering. And then when the woman pushed your hand away because you put your hand up, then you want to act like she assaulted you. This is what America is about right here. Small town, Tarrant, Alabama, full of foolishness and nonsense, and people aiding other people to be fools and keep up mess. And that's what you saw here. So obviously this lady may know something more about this town than anybody else, because this is proof in the pudding that there's some type of corruption. You all would aid this Myrick female to press charges against this elderly lady. Why? For what reason? This is shameful. Novilee Williams, wherever you are today, know that you have support, honey, right up here in East Tennessee. Yes, you do. And I may do a little background checking on this mayor to see what has been going on since he's been voted in as mayor and see what the complaints are about him in the city. If there's anything that appears corrupted in his nature, And I will gladly upload content. Because this shows me that there's way more going on. That these people would allow a warrant to be served on an almost 80-year-old woman for speaking her opinion in a public city council meeting. This is bad business. And if this is the behavior that you all are going to exact against your citizens, then yes, somebody needs to be looking into that city council, the mayor, the sheriff, and whomever else. Because let me tell you what's messed up about this story. This elderly lady is sitting here asking why was the mayor picking on the sheriff. So who served a warrant to her door to arrest her? Turn police or the sheriff's department? I'm curious. Stay woke, everybody. Who served the warrant on Novilee Williams? City police or the sheriff's department? And what was it? A citation? Or she actually was arrested and put in handcuffs? It's on al.com, sweetheart, if you want to know about the video. This is bad. And the New York Post also has a video of it. This is bad, bad, bad. I just saw this article yesterday, and I said to myself, I need to show the people the video so they can see for themselves instead of me trying to describe it, because it's best if you see it for yourself. Feel free to go back and review it if you want. But all of this is bullshit. This is utter bullshit and nonsense. Because this didn't have to happen. This girl didn't have any business filing charges against this elderly lady. For what? You act like she was throwing down in there. And when I come back later, I read the article to you all. They just suit this up to make it seem like this lady was just disrupting this meeting and showing out and talking about, she stood up, put her hands on her hips. So what? So what? She stood up briefly. The council lady told her, hey, everything's okay. Don't worry about it. You said what you had to say. And then the elderly lady sat down. She wasn't running around or pushing or shoving anybody or cursing anybody out. This is sad to me. This is sad to me. Somebody wants to see the video, so we'll take it back.
Why the mayor has been charged with it? Why he's kicking at the, yes ma'am, I said, why he is being got his vendetta against the chief? What's the problem? I know he wanted the chief to lie for him.
The chief, I'm sorry, not the sheriff.
What's going on? Seems like to me, excuse me, for corruption. You understand that word? I believe the mayor is being corrupt. Turn around, honey. I believe the mayor needs to be charged for something. For something. I mean, he is bringing charges against you all, the chief. Something got to be done with this man.
We talked about this in crime commission.
I mean,
What you need to do is you need to contact the state attorney general and try to get the state attorney general's office in the state of Alabama to come to Tarrant to investigate what is going on here. Until that happens, the state attorney general is not the power.
He's a corrupt man. And we sit here and let him do this. If we can't beat him one way, we'll beat him at the battle box.
You got a couple more years for that happens.
I know, but we gonna be turn around. Yeah, honey, ain't talking to you, go.
All right, so there's her pushing her hand. See, this is ridiculous to me. Well, I've already read the article and I read the claim already against the elderly lady and what the warrant states for them filing the warrant. My point is, here's the video in real time. That was nothing serious for her to go file misdemeanor charges of assault. You waved your hand, you've been meddling with her while she's been talking, and then she pushed her arm away. That's not nothing that serious. 80-year-old lady. It's not that serious. And yes, we understand you're not supposed to touch people. You're not supposed to violate people's personal space. But you were messing with this elderly lady because you would not be quiet and you wouldn't shut up while she was speaking. And yes, it doesn't give a person the right to put their hands on a person just because a person keeps over talking them. But you were rude, Miss Shayla Myrick. So where I'm concerned are the city council people. Are you all in cahoots with the mayor? Do you favor the mayor? Because this lady is sitting publicly denouncing the mayor's behavior, whatever she thinks he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but these are her opinions. So the council guy is sitting here telling her where to go to get the ball rolling, the state's attorney's office. What I'd like to know is, how does that man feel about the mayor? The person sitting in the back, the black, this guy right here, looks like a Caucasian man. I'm not sure if he's Caucasian or black. How does he feel about the mayor? How do the people in the town feel about the mayor? How about that? Because maybe this lady is onto something. And as I said, I'm going to correct myself. I said the sheriff who arrested her, city police or the sheriff's office, because she was speaking highly of the chief, excuse me, not the sheriff. So who arrested her once again, city police or the sheriff's department? And I can't believe this warrant even got put on paper, because you always have to remember, to bring forward a charge, the judge has to sign the warrant. That's how it becomes valid. So is everybody following me? She's in a public meeting talking bad about the mayor. Once the meeting is adjourned, a police officer comes over and asks for her ID. Next day, later or so, she's arrested by this female sitting in front of her who says she assaulted her. So it does seem like this is a corrupt place of 6,000 people. Tarrant, Alabama. For those of you who are curious to where this mess took place. Phoebe, I have no idea. She was just voicing her opinion. I don't know how the meeting started. I don't know if they already had, a topic to discuss at the beginning of this meeting. I don't know. I don't know what hour we're in this meeting. But as you can see, there's nobody in there. Look at all the chairs. They're empty. That should tell you something right there. Empty meeting. Young lady meddling with an older lady while she's speaking. The meeting adjourns. A police officer comes over to ask for her ID. She shows it. And then a day later, she's served with a misdemeanor warrant. So all these people to me seem corrupt, some of them. The cop, you shouldn't have went over there. Because that lady wasn't disrupting that meeting. You all act like she was in there throwing down, fighting. This young lady, you the start of this because you're the one that filed the charges against her. Then you got this cop coming over. Then you got the judge who signed the damn warrant against this elderly lady. And this Miss Veronica Bandy Freeman, wherever you are, you said this is a pity and shame and you feel so bad. You damn right. Let me tell you what Miss Novilee Williams has said about the situation of being arrested. I'm not holding a grudge. I pray for them. This is her response to this stupid female having her arrested. I pray for her. Exactly. Because you all are getting ready to get a lot of heat for arresting a 79-year-old lady just because she gave her opinion and she moved your hand away from her because you kept interrupting her so rudely, Miss Shayla Myrick. And let's zoom in to Miss Shayla, because she seems like she wants 5 minutes of fame. You're an ignorant female. I don't know how old you are, but you're very ignorant. Because you had no business interrupting this lady while she was talking. As she told you, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the council member. So you shouldn't have interrupted. And if you didn't like what she was saying, she was perturbing you so badly, why didn't you just get up out your chair and move to another seat? That's what I commented on the Newsbreak article below in the comment section. Feel free to check it out. You'll see my comment. You're sitting up here going back and forth with this lady when she has every right to give her opinion in a public meeting, and then after the fact, you want to go file charges against her because she pushed her hand away. It's sickening. Yeah, the town needs to be looked into. That's what's so ironic about this situation. This lady is claiming corruption by the mayor. I don't know what happened or what didn't happen, but what's interesting is, once this meeting adjourns, you all gonna file a warrant, a charge. This stupid lady files a charge against this old lady, and then the lady's arrested for assault just because she pushed the lady's hand out of the way. Shayla, you didn't have no business meddling with that woman. See, these are the type of people I talk about right here. What's wrong with America? Right here. A messy Melva. Always in stuff, always looking for the opportunity to be seen, always looking for the opportunity to get attention, and that's exactly what she did. You look like a fool sitting in a council meeting arguing with an 80-year-old woman. That's her right to give her opinion, just like you have a right to give your opinion. You had something you wanted to address, you should have addressed it to the council. Why are you talking to her? She's talking to the council member. Like she said, I'm not talking to you. So you didn't have no business saying anything to her. And now you want to sit here and file a charge that she assaulted you. And anybody who's watching this video gonna say, lady, now you know you were wrong for that. That lady didn't hurt you. She didn't bother you. You've been messing with her during that meeting and interrupting her. That's why she pushed your hand away, to let you know, go on somewhere. That's my commentary, everybody. Novilee Williams, 79 years old, arrested in Tarrant, Alabama. This town sits outside of Birmingham, Alabama. It holds 6,000 people for population. Miss Williams has said she does not hold a group. I pray for them. And Veronica Bandy Freeman, who was a city council member, I'm sure she was one of the ladies that was in there or present. She said she's going to fight for Miss Williams, and she feels like there are rules for some and there are rules for others. And as I said, I don't know what she really means by that. If she's trying to say this young lady was favored by the court system to file these charges, or a pass should have been given for Miss Williams because it wasn't that serious. You're entitled to your opinion. Yes, she was. Yes, she was harassing her because she kept turning around and she kept saying stuff. That's why you hear the lady saying, I'm not talking to you. Turn around. And that's what's in the report for the warrant. That she was orchestrating the lady to turn around, you know, basically saying she was disruptive during an open forum. She touched a lady in an open forum. I'll read it to you later so you can get a better understanding of what the charge is. But once you see the video, it doesn't coincide with what the claim is. Because they're making it seem like she was just disrupting this meeting. She's hitting people. There's a drag fight. Everybody in that council meeting should be ashamed of themselves. Anybody that condoned it in that meeting ought to be ashamed of themselves. The officer who walked over, you should be ashamed of yourself. And mainly this wench here, plus the judge. Because the judge has to sign the warrant. This is how small town BS gets by. And that's why we have the problems we have in America. Situations like this. Exacerbating a situation that could have ended at that county meeting and everybody went home and that would have been the end of the story. And then the next time the lady decides to go to the council meeting, she see that girl, she know not to even sit nowhere near her. And vice versa. But I got a funky feeling with this altercation, they're not even going to allow this old lady to come back to a city county meeting. How about that? Because if you're quick to arrest her on this bullshit right here, you definitely would say, oh, we don't want you back here. You're violent. Council punched the mayor. Council person was acquitted. Okay. Well, as I said, this is the story of Novilee Williams, 79 years of age, living in Tarrant, Alabama. Feel free to go back to watch the video if you like or do your own research on the situation. But you now have an account of what allegedly happened in this room. You can see it in real time. You don't have to hear it from somebody else, what Pookie Ray Ray said. You can watch it for yourself. I've shown it here. Feel free to go back to the beginning of this live to watch the video again. But this is atrocious behavior from a woman who's younger, and Mrs. Williams is old enough possibly to be her grandmother. The woman is 79. This girl looks like she's at least 30 or under the age of 30. This is BS. Blame the DA, not the other woman. I'm blaming them all. I have to blame this lady because she's the one who filed the charges. The city council didn't file the charges. The mayor didn't file the charges. As he said, I wasn't even there. This lady's the one who filed the charges against Novilee, so she is to blame. Because she's the one that got the ball started. It'd be different if somebody else in the city council said, we're going down to the police department to file a warrant against this lady for assaulting somebody in the courthouse if the lady didn't want to do it. Miss Myrick, Shayla Myrick, is the one pressing charges against Novilee Williams. So they're all in cahoots, in my opinion. Thank you all so much for joining me. God bless you. I'll be back here shortly to talk about Summer Wells. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below. Take the polls on my community page. I'm also going to put a poll up pertaining to Novilee Williams and this ridiculous situation. And we will see how it turns out pertaining to if the charges will be thrown out in court. Because as I said, a judge signed the warrant. Who's going to be the judge to hear the complaint? Will this female follow through with the complaint? I think she's going to realize she should have never said anything to this elderly lady, because now she's going to be put on blast by everybody in the state of Alabama and far in between. And she's going to realize there are going to be some people that don't like her. And you just built animosity in a small town for nothing. And that's how I see it. You should have stayed in your lane and mind your own damn business. This lady had every right to talk to the city council members. You had no business interrupting. Nothing that she said, anything that she said. All you had to do was just listen. You don't have to like what she was saying. And the lady told her that. Well, I see you favor the mayor. But this is her opinion. And she had every right to voice her opinion. Thank you all so much. God bless all of you. Have a wonderful week. Happy shopping, happy holidays. Once again, be aware of your surroundings while you're out shopping. Don't leave things inside of the car. Ladies, late night, take somebody with you. If you have to double back and drop off packages and go back out, do what you need to do. Keep your doors and windows locked, car doors locked. Just be careful while you're out. You're not home to get your packages. Have somebody to pick up your packages for you. Thank you so much. And once again, if you'd like to donate to this great network, $McAngie129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are always welcome during the live. Excuse the jumpiness because I'm filming from my phone to the computer. But the next live stream is pertaining to Summer Wells, and I will bring you maybe 1 or 2 updates during that live stream. You have been listening to The Vault XL. Prayers for Novilee Williams and justice for her. Thank you.